Hi, Spirit Field. Hi, Spirit Field. Welcome back to my channel, Spirit First, with me, Claudette Douglas, aka Reverend Dread. It's good to see you again. This month, we're going to be looking at how to get unstuck. That is a question I get asked about more than any other. I feel stuck and I want to get unstuck. I feel like my life isn't moving on. I've lost my momentum. I've lost my mojo and I can't get inspired. There are things I want to do, but I can't find the energy. I can't seem to focus. So, for those of us who want to get unstuck, Spirit First, we are here for you. We hear you. And just to start us off, there are a few things I think that will be very helpful to start to furrow the ground. It's to start to mulch up the ground and prepare ourselves to become unstuck. And today we're looking at how to re-energize our life, how to re-intensify our spiritual dynamism, how to electrify each and every moment of our lives. And so we're going to be looking today at goal setting. And goal setting, it may not sound as exciting or scintillating as it really should, but setting goals is one of the primary ways that we can make sure we unlock the full potential of who we are. Because the truth is, you're not even actually manifesting 30% of what you're capable of simply because we do it in such a haphazard way. But when we set goals, we find that we unleash and unlock an ability to be in a synchronized momentum so that our thoughts, our words, our actions, and our deeds and our desires all match up together. So prepare to unlock ourselves, to develop those tools that we need to dislodge some of the things that we need to move ourselves forward. You see, the truth is, beloveds, it's not where you're coming from that matters at all. It's where you're going to. And you are the only person who can determine where your future will be leading to. And the way that we determine where our future leads to is by setting goals that help us to move forward. You know that they say that the homing pigeon is the most miraculous bird because you can take the homing pigeon 1,000 miles away in a box, in the trunk of a car, in a completely brand new place, and let go. When you get to 1,000 miles away, you open up the car, open up the boot, open up the box, and let the pigeon out. And the pigeon will circle 3 times in the air, and then it will find its way home because it has that miraculous device, the homing pigeon. It's a cybernetic goal setting function. And the only other species on the planet that has the same function is you and I. We have a goal setting function. But we have an additional superpower because whatever goal we set, once we are clear about that goal starts to move towards us and we start to move towards our goals. Habakkuk says in the Bible, Habakkuk 2, write the vision and make it plain. Why? Because what we inscribe, what we write, what we remember, what we reflect on, it is becomes inscribed in your heart. It becomes inscribed on your soul. So our goals set up home in our spirit. So just like that homing pigeon, your goals set up home in your spirit. And when they've been set there inexorably, you move towards those goals. So setting goals is so important and becoming a lifelong goal setter. What do I want to do today? I want to get up and walk in the park. I want to do some exercise. I want to take some soup for my mum. Okay, that's the weekend. I'm going to set that goal. I want to do this and that. So, setting goals is about how we want to achieve, how we want to show up for every day. You know, there was a Harvard study by Mark um, McClimot, I think his name was, in his book, What They Don't Teach You in Business School. And it talks about a Harvard study that was carried out between 1979 and 1989 with some MBA students. And they asked them how many of them were going to set clear goals for their future and to make plans to accomplish them. You know, it turned out that only 3% of them had set any plans at all. 13% had no plans. No, they 13% actually had goals, but they weren't writing them down, and 84% had no plans or goals at all. So only 3% had goals that they had written down and plans on how to work towards them. 13% had goals, but they hadn't written them down, and 84% had goals, no goals at all. 10 years later, in 1989, they interviewed that same class again, and they found that of the 13% who had goals but had not written them down, they were earning twice as much as the 84% who had no goals. But I think the most surprising thing that they found that the 3% of the graduates who had clear goals, who had written down their clear and specific goals and had plans on how to reach them, they were earning more than 10 times of the rest of the 97%. In other words, they moved towards their goals and their goals had moved towards them because writing down those goals and those plans are important to help us move forward. And so it's not very difficult to begin with. Writing down the goals, keep it simple. Keep it very, very simple. Write down your goals for the day, your top three, make a plan on how to achieve them, and make those plans every single day. So every single day you're working on some part of your plan. Today it could be that you're working on the book that you want to write. Um, that's after work. Tomorrow it could be you're working on your health program. The day after, who knows? But every day you have three goals, at least three goals that you want to achieve. You make a plan and then you set about achieving it. And once you get that practice, what you do is you build up the momentum. And that momentum is a spiritual force that actually starts to move you inexorably towards your goals as your goals move towards you. I hope that this has been helpful and I hope that this has been encouraging. And listen, I want you to get ready because we are going to be live and direct 29th of February, 3 p.m. live and direct, how to get unstuck. I want you to come and share your ideas. Tell me where you are. Uh, share share some vibes and uplift the crew because we want to be able to share our wisdom of how we get unstuck. You don't have to stay where you are. You do not have to be defeated. I don't matter. I don't care how many times you've tried before. And yeah, I've tried before and I'm not able to stay with it. I'm not able to stick with it. This is different. And the reason this is different is because you showed up here today. Because there's something inside you that knows that this is a time that you are ready to tackle some of those issues that have been holding you back, to tackle some of those self limiting beliefs that make you be hard on yourself, down on yourself, give up on yourself too easily. You know it's time to tackle that, and you know it's also time to overcome. And you are not alone. So you're here for such a time as this. Start setting your goals tonight. It's always good to set your goals in the evening the ones that you want to achieve in the morning. Again, it just cements it. You see, allow the body and the natural beauty of this marvelously and wonderfully made body, this mind, these thoughts that we have, allow it to work for you in its natural way. So feed it, sow into it, and you will reap from it. Blessings, sweethearts. It's been so wonderful to speak to you again. Listen, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, please, to this channel. When you hit the like button, it helps the algorithm. So send this video around and share it with anybody that you know needs to be preparing to get unstuck. And anybody that you know really could benefit from this advice, because it's always good to share, and sometimes we don't know where somebody else is. We can all put a happy face on, yeah, we're doing fine, we're doing this, but really we're feeling stuck, we're feeling frustrated, and we're looking for help and support from each other. So like, share, and subscribe to this video. I'll see you in the next one.